When Super Mario Odyssey was first revealed back in 2016, I was blown away. It felt massive, creative, and honestly it felt like Nintendo was finally back after the disaster that was the Wii U. Mario suddenly felt unstoppable once again, and that's when expectations started. Almost immediately, people wanted a sequel. Every Nintendo Direct, people expected it. Every rumor cycle, fans convinced themselves this was the one. And when Tears of the Kingdom was revealed and got the massive development window, it felt almost inevitable that we would get an Odyssey sequel as well. But fast forward almost a decade later, and we haven't gotten anything. No Odyssey 2, no brand new mainline 3D Mario, and at first glance that sounded insane to me. 9 years for Nintendo's biggest franchise? But the more I thought about it, the more I started to realize this might actually be a good sign. Because every time Nintendo makes a new 3D Mario, it changes something fundamental. Super Mario 64 basically invented 3D platforming. Mario Galaxy introduced gravity mechanics and cinematic scale. And Odyssey gave us open sandbox kingdoms and Cappy's capture system. These games weren't safe sequels, they were reinventions. Now yeah, we had 3D Land and 3D World. Those games were good, but let's be honest, they were not revolutionary. They refined the formula, they didn't redefine it. And that's the point. We're out here playing checkers. Nintendo is playing chess. When Nintendo truly wants to push 3D Mario forward, they take their time. They protect it, they don't rush it, they don't milk it annually. They treat it like a console-defining event. When Galaxy came out, it defined the Wii era. When Odyssey launched, it helped define the Switch. So what if they're holding back the next one for something bigger? What if they want it to feel like the start of a new generation again? Because let's be real, the Switch 2 has not lived up to the expectations. The hardware is barely better than the Switch 1, and lately Nintendo's big moves has somehow been worse than the Switch 1 era. Unfinished ports, subpar games, price hikes for no apparent reason, that may have worked on us the first Switch era, but people are bound to get tired of this bullshit one day. They've been coasting on nostalgia, and yeah, it's worked, but that only works for so long. If there was ever a moment for Nintendo to prove that they still have that generational industry-defining energy, it's now. And that's exactly why the next 3D Mario can't be safe. After nearly a decade, it has to hit. If there was ever a time to drop something massive, it would be during a generational shift. And after nearly a decade, the next 3D Mario can't just be more Odyssey. It has to be huge. It has to feel like a leap. And leaps take time. The longer they wait, the bigger the expectations get. That's risky. If they miss, it's going to hit hard. But if they land it, if they reinvent 3D Mario again, then this long gap won't look like neglect. It'll look intentional. So maybe the silence isn't a red flag. Maybe it's Nintendo making sure the next 3D Mario actually matters. And if that's the case, the long wait might actually be the best possible sign.